Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, everybody. I'm not sure when people watch these videos, but I know right now it's the holiday season as I share this. The seasons are different, family-wise, people don't get together as much and it's not COVID. It's not COVID. As far as I can see, it's just people have grown distant from one another. People have grown out of touch with one another for many reasons. I have my own take on that, of course, as everyone else does. But I just noticed that, but I know that statistically, the holiday seasons, Thanksgiving, Christmas, these are very painful times for many people, right? Because when people used to get together, because it's not happening as much as, there's a depression that sets in the mind and the spirit. There's a lot of pain these days, a lot of death, man, a lot of sickness. This COVID is no joke. This thing is no joke, man. I'm talking about people are dying left and right, and when you look towards the horizon, we wonder if there's an end. Where will it end? All these different ones coming out, all these mutations and variations and so forth. That weighs heavy, on the hearts of people. People aren't able to provide for their families and their loved ones those gifts and toys that we would love to provide for our loved ones. And this is why, we have to be very careful of the traditions that we follow. We spend a lot of money during these holidays, and yet we don't study the root of these holidays. And I'm not going to get up here and go into that right now, but I'm going to say, honestly, you have people that work all year to buy their children toys for that one day that they will destroy within a week. And the parents are trying to play catch up financially for months. Parents, we are the teachers of the children. We teach them what is real and what is not. We teach them what is right and what is wrong. We have to be very careful of what we put into some traditions and what we minimize of other traditions. Like the tradition of family sitting at a table and eating together was a great tradition. What happened to it? We're allowing our children to sit there on phones and watch YouTube all day. And we don't know exactly what they're watching, but they're watching phones all day. And they're losing touch with kinfolk. They're losing touch with human interaction. So I'm just saying that let us sit back, and reflect on the values that we may be letting slip through our hands. The bonds, genuine bonds, we may be letting slip through our hands because we're so focused on gimmickry, fraudulence, or superficial stuff. You know what I mean? And so that's just my take, because I sit back and I ponder a lot, but I ponder me more than anything. And I'm constantly working on myself. But what I wanted to speak on briefly was faith. In prison, and the value of it, and in the world. Many different definitions of faith, but the Bible has one in Hebrews 11 that I like. It says faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. We don't see God as we understand him. We don't see him, but we see the majesty of his existence. The sun, 93 million miles away, and it will heat us up. It will burn, it will burn, right? But it gives life. We see the moon and it brightens the sky. We see the clouds and they're beautiful as they travel across the sky. We feel the rain. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm, but it's necessary. We look at the ocean and how it just it's beautiful. Look at nature. Look at how the leaves change. Right now, the leaves are falling. Many are brown. There's some that maintain their green, but we know around end of February, March, we'll see buds, and those things will blossom and bloom, and we'll see a vibrant green, man, and it'll smell so good. It'll smell like life. Except to those who have allergies, then they taking all these, the pills necessary to work on sinuses, but that's the existence of the Most High. And I'm not here to tell you who to follow or what to believe, but I am saying this: the faith is valuable. Inside, there were days, and I'm being completely honest, more towards the end of my 25-year sentence, that I balled my fist up tight. I would lay towards the wall just because I usually sleep on my left side, and I would lay there and I would ball my fist up tight, man, fighting tears because I wanted to be home so bad. And people with life sentences, there was very little hope. We have parole opportunities, but you hear about such and such going up for parole and he get turned down. He got a life sentence. He only caught, he caught a murder charge back in 1970 something. I knew a guy named Billy Jr. Man, he caught a murder charge in 1974. This man had one life sentence, fresh out the military, got in a fight at a restaurant with a guy, got into a literal shootout with a guy, guy died 3 days later. He got grades as well. They made that man serve, 40-something years. So a lot of us who came in, we were like, man, ain't no chance for us. And that's why so many guys started their time off fighting and trying to prove themselves. Any little disagreement led to a fight. Any transgression led to a fight, led to a stabbing. Because we didn't have faith. We didn't have faith that we would come home. We gave up hope in the jail. We gave up hope when they sentenced us. Life, 57 years, 100 years. You hear that guy, wow. You put them cuffs on, you go back into the bullpen, and you sit with your head up, but inside you crush, because inside you looking at everything fade. You like, man, how I'm going to do this 50 years? How I'm going to do a life sentence, right? But when you get faith, it's not about just doing the time. It's finding a purpose while you're doing that time. Faith. We don't know if our families are going to be there when we come home, when we pick the phone up. Every day you don't see family, but you hope that they're there. At this very moment, as I talk to you all, I don't know who in my family is breathing, but I have faith that the ones yesterday that were breathing are breathing today. And that faith is powerful because it keeps you saying, I'm going to see them, God willing. I'm going to see that person. I'm going to see this person, God willing. That's faith. Faith makes you get up in the morning and say, today going to be a better day than it was yesterday. I have faith. I have confidence. I know the Most High exists. I know that God exists. And so because of that, yeah, I'm going to do a little better. I'm going to be a little better. That's faith. You see? But understanding that there's a source to all of this is important, man. You have people today that just don't believe in God, don't talk about God, and that keeps us unplugged from that power source. That's just my take on it. You got some people got more faith in music, and I love music. I listen to music virtually all day. But what I know is, man, music didn't give life to the universe. It's musical. There's music in nature, right? The birds chirping, the heartbeat, the pulse beat, the sounds of the cicadas, the sound of the crickets, the sound of the grasshoppers, the sound of, they say it's a sound in the galaxy. They say it's a sound in the galaxy, undetected by human ears, that there's a pulse in the galaxy. Life. Music didn't give birth to that, though. God did. Music didn't give birth to that whale, right? To that bee, to that buzzard, to that hyena, to that lion, right? God did, So it's important that we have faith. Because faith in the Most High, right, ultimately means faith in you. It means faith in yourself. Because other people may come, go, fade, be impactful in your life, and other people won't, people will come and go, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of time, all we understand is that right then and there, that's our lifeline, that's our strength, that's our pillar. But the reality is, whether they come and go, whether you come and go in people's lives, you have to find faith in ourselves, right? That motivation might not always be around you, though that is the purpose of the human being, is to help one another, to push one another, to support, protect one another. We live here together, But when we don't have that faith in self, faith in the Most High, right? Faith. Look it up, study it, right? And hold on to it, because as gloomy as it seems today, I have faith it'll be brighter tomorrow. And tomorrow might not be tomorrow, actually, maybe next month, maybe next year, maybe 5 years from now, right? But if you have faith, it may hurt some days, it may be draining some days, but faith will keep you moving forward. So have faith in yourself. Have faith in the ones you love, because there were times that we didn't exemplify who we are today, and others wanted to lose faith in us, but they didn't, because they saw something else. They saw something deeper. They saw potential, right? So hold on to faith, right? For mankind, for self, for family, for your, for the Most High. Have faith. It'll be all right. It really will, It kept a lot of us through. Kept Harriet Tubman going. Kept Sojourner Truth going. Kept Mandela going. Kept Martin going. Elijah, Malcolm, Lewis. It keeps the people going, those freedom fighters, Mother Teresa, it kept them going, it kept them pushing. Geronimo, so many names. Jesse, even Al. Faith keeps them going, keeps them working in the community, keeps them working. Stay sharp, stay active, stay faithful. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for your love, man, your words, your encouragement. And I'm still here. I'm just working hard, but I'm here. A little tired, been up all night, but I'm here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Stay safe and stay faithful.